Somehow they gave us a sticker. We got rewarded for eating at their Hilton Garden Inn.
And I was right. It's $150 tonight.
Oh, $150 a night?
I got it.
So $150 for one night?
Yeah, and she said tonight the double
That was
beds,
yesterday.
Yeah, the double beds are more.
All right, we're gonna open.
Oh wait, not for use on hands.
Okay, I think this is right.
Come on, I gotta wash my hands.
Hey, you have this right over here. It's disinfectant wipes.
It's not for use on hands.
Yeah, Hilton Garden Inns are the best. All right, they're all the way from Colorado. All right, we're headed out. That's why she disappears in the outro. There she goes. All right. Did you find it? So have you read any Mick Herron? He writes about MI5, Slow Horses, Gary Oldman. Damn it. There's Kitty. There's Linda. Well, looks like we got ourselves a family here. All right, we went out and had a Sunday lunch. Bye, Kitty. I gotta go to work. All right? Bye-bye. Bye, Kitty. Bye-bye. Bye, sweetie. Bye-bye. How you doing? Bye-bye. Bye, Kitty. Bye-bye. Bye, sweetie. I'm just joking.
I should have went before the cat. I should have went before the cat.
Okay. All right. So I find Sisso very brilliant. It's a Finnish. It's a Finnish director, Hollander. And anyway, I'm gonna have to look at some of the Finnish names because I'm not the best with Finnish names. I don't know much about Finland. But this movie is an absolute brilliant masterpiece and will go down in my Facebook list of top 11, but it's not going to make top 11 spot. It's not going to make a top 11 spot, but it is going to make honorable mention, and I'm putting him down as a director. I'm going to probably do that in just a minute, so I don't forget, because very rarely does it ever make the honorable mention. So all my honorable mentions are there for a reason. If you go to my Facebook, I believe it's public information, and also my top 11. You get to see my top 11 best films. I probably will put it somewhere maybe in the middle of honorable mentions, not at the top of honorable mentions or the bottom, but it's somewhere in the middle. And it's visually arresting. It's a great piece. So the cinematography is exceptionally brilliant and gifted cinematographer, whoever it was. I'll have to find out. Editing is great, and there's not a lot of dialogue, which I really like. So as an action film, it absolutely works. As a World War II film, you could call it a World War II film, I think it works too. And almost a sense of horror too there. There's almost a sense of comic strip kind of thing, like a Comic-Con movie that would be at a Comic-Con. It's just full of so much fun and adventure, and there's so much comedy, but it's also very serious. And you really side with the protagonist who's struggling as this gold prospector and trying to be killed by the Nazis. Really did like it. I give it a big thumbs up. I'm going to give it like an 8.5 out of 10 stars. I usually only give 10 stars. Rarely do I ever give 11 stars because I have a top 11. So when I give 11 stars, that means it's like the best thing ever. But anyway, I give it an 8.5. So I thought it was a dang good film. And it's very entertaining. One thing I look at in a movie, when I watch a movie, is I look at how long it can keep my interest. And if I lose interest in it, then that's a big, no-no. But it does. It keeps your interest the entire time. The acting are superb. They're really great actors. And the direction's wonderful. I recommend Sissa. Well, looks like Biden's helping a little bit. Dropped down to 309. I'll be there. You know how I always look at it is if I was guaranteed a place in New York City, like they'll say someone like, well, Cole, we really like your show. We want to help you out. We'll guarantee you an apartment in New York City. I'd be there like that. I'd pack all my stuff and go. But that's the fear in it all is, are you guaranteed a place in New York City, It's expensive. LA's even worse, The price of rent in LA is what, $3,000 a month? You'd be lucky to find a place for $2,000 a month. You'd be very lucky. There's probably places though in Los Angeles for $2,000 a month. They're probably there. But I'm just saying, if it was guaranteed, if someone got in touch with me and said, well, we want to move your vlog to another location, I'd take that opportunity. Without a doubt, I'd be there tomorrow. All my stuff, big smile on my face. It's that whole aspect of RENT that's the nightmare to the actor and the artist. That's why they did a whole musical on it, That's what they almost in a way worshipped, the fact that they could do everything and still be comfortably indoors. I can't remember the guy that wrote that musical. I just remember it started off with something about amount of days or in a year, or in a lifetime. How much time is in a lifetime? I can hear it in my head, but I can't vocalize it. I would try to, but I'd get it wrong, and then you would correct me. But there's an airplane. Can't think of the guy's name, but he wrote Tick, Tick, Boom. And then he finally did the old RENT, dare I say it. And he opened the show and died. Died of a brain aneurysm right before it opened. You can't predict those, I'll tell you that. Now he's got a show that's going to be on Broadway for another 20 years or more. Probably a show that'll go through the century. One of the greatest musicals ever written, probably. At least when it comes to artists, and the actor. And I can't even think of his name. I know he's there, and I can look it up on Google. Jonathan Larson. It's got the same name I have. My name's actually Jonathan, my legal name. That's why it says Jonathan's iPhone on here. If you ever seen it. We have the same name, only his last name is Larson, mine's Spivey. It's very interesting. Jonathan is an interesting character in the Bible. He was a sidekick to David, if you know who David is. And Jonathan suits Jonathan Larson's name. He was kind of a sidekick to something great. And then Jonathan didn't get to enjoy all the tributes of David because Jonathan died on battle. He didn't get to live as long as David. He died during battle. But he was a sidekick of David. It was Jonathan and David. It's in the Bible. Read it. And I believe Jonathan means either a gift from God or gracious to God. I think it means gracious to God. I've seen it two different ways. But I think it means gracious to God. Giving to God. Well, life isn't easy. Even if you have all the corners nailed down shut, then it gets hard because of complacency, you know? If you have too much and it's too easy, then it gets complacent. And that's hard too. I think one of the greatest sayings is in the Bible, one of the things is you don't really find your life until you lose it. You know, I understand that. I understand that aspect of life. When you lose your life, then you really find it. You can't really find it unless you lose it. So in Rent, I can see the playwright going into the numbers of life, numbering the moments of life, or the seconds and the minutes, how long you really get, you know. And it makes you think as it opens, how long do you get in life? You know, how long does it last, you know? And that's how the song begins. It begins in Carpe Diem. Carpe Diem is, it's a way of saying, take hold of life now. Suck the marrow from the bone, meaning take it all in every day that you can, as much as possible. Smell the flowers and see the sun and take it all in, because it's not going to last forever. So you might as well savor the day. That's Carpe Diem. Take heed of time. I guess in a way you could even say be careful in what you do, but it's mostly about savoring the taste of life and taking it all in. Not just nibbling at life, but really gobbling it down. They're all the way from California. They made it. They finally made it. We made it, honey. Hey, all the way from California. Why at the airport, I don't know, but... I remember someone saying this was the best show. I'm like, I'm at an airport. But if you won't follow the vlog earlier, I've not always been at the airport. Listen, this is basically the Please Subscribe show for now. I'm just going to put it this way. What you dish out to me, you get to see. Whatever it may be. I mean, I guess I'm speaking to God. But that's pretty much it. You know, what you dish out to me, then you get to see. I love to show God's love. If anyone wants to interview. That's why I love to reveal God's love as much as oh, skateboarder at the airport. This guy's brave. There's totally no skateboarding at the airport. He's probably just got off a flight and stretching his legs. There's no smoking on that sidewalk either. Not that I know of. These are like longer parking areas right here. Someone asked me, like, are you going to the airport to turn in the smart carts? Yeah, you got it. Big money smart carts. I just laugh. Yeah, why not? Smart cart money, baby. Smart cart money. Smart cart money is what I call it. Hey, I didn't come up with the idea of that. It was Tom Hanks. So I owe him some some royalties. I'll send it through the mail when I send him a new typewriter. Right here. I found this really cool typewriter, Tom Hanks. It's this antique typewriter. It's an Underwood. I'll send that as payment. No, I got the idea from Terminal, because you can put those up throughout the day, and you actually will incur money. I know it's funny, but it's true. But yeah, the smart cart thing does work. You do okay, I'm gonna tell you the major problem. I try to show it in the show when I'm doing it, which is very difficult because I don't have a lot of time to do it. But what it is if the smart cart corral is full, then it does not admit a quarter. So you can't do it with all of them. You think you can. Now, there has been a couple of cases where there are no quarters in the smart cart thing. It's like happened one time. But there's many cases where you try to return the smart cart and it does not fit in there securely because it's over jammed, meaning there's too many smart carts put up on that one. So if you do it, what I would do is hunt out a smart cart that's kind of empty and use that as your basis or your reservoir to put the actual smart carts up. Or you'll be kind of jamming smart carts constantly against it, and it's kind of a waste of energy. So I don't do it as much as whenever but if I do see one, of course, it's just courteous to do that anyway. You don't have to do it, but there is such thing as karma, so. But I mean, I think the most I've ever got out of it, I think, is maybe like $1.25, at the very most or something. I haven't really counted it, but I'm assuming probably that amount. So nothing to have a career about. You're not going to show up somewhere and go like, what do you do for a living? I put the smart cart things up at the airport. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. How's that working out for you? Well, I'm also on unemployment. Okay. How much you get from unemployment? $4,000 a month. Okay. And you do smart cart stuff. Not bad. So how much does that come out to be? $4,030 a month. Oh, okay. Dang. You hit it big with the unemployment. I don't think I've ever got that much from unemployment in my entire life. Speaking of smart carts, we're going to start it off with big money smart cart right there. I'm only taking one, and I'll tell you why later. There's a reason I'm only going to take one. It's not any kind of symbolic reason or anything like that. All right. All right, the reason I do that is because it fills up my gallery. So if you don't understand it, it looks bigger in the gallery because each time you do that, it makes like a square digital aspect of the gallery. It's kind of hard to describe. When I look down at my actual gallery, I can see that number throughout the other footage. So it's kind of like a breadcrumb trail. If I could show it on the editor, I'd let you know. But anyway, that's why I do several shots if you don't notice it. You may not even notice it, but it's several different shots that fill up that part of the gallery. So I know that it's entry 8 and not like entry 7. See what I'm saying? So it's like using a breadcrumb trail. So when I look down, I look at the gallery, I'm like, oh, okay. Entry 8. I see. Blah, blah, blah. You get it. So let me see if this one is full. Not quite. So this will actually work out. And I'll go get the other one. That's actually where one of the carts are located. One of the good ones.
Through a TSA screening checkpoint of any year.
I was talking to that lady. She accidentally walked into the men's restroom. I almost warned her. It's amazing because my hair looks a little bit more shaggy than it did yesterday. It's weird. It must grow very quickly. Oh, wow. Yeah. You want to get your jack out. Yeah. Now, I thought you said something about a donut. You don't have a donut?
The donut is busted already too.
Oh, your donut's busted.
Yeah. Just like that too, one day like that.
Do you want to use my donut?
Yeah. Should you get there, right?
You know what? I don't know if it fits that rim.
See, what's the size of your rim? Mine is 16. We just go together. If I can use it, you can save a lot.
Yeah, this dude's been stranded since freaking 4 o'clock. And Walmart does like a tire for like $70. And then he's trying to get a new tire, but unfortunately 2 of the lug nuts, he's gonna have to call AAA or something. But I'm following him up here to a parking lot so he can at least park it there for the night and see if he can get those lug nuts. So he's got 2 lug nuts on there right now. He's only able to get out 3. I think 2 are just stuck on there or something, or they can't be gripped onto. The other ones were very difficult to get off. So he got 3 of them off, and then he's got 2 that are remaining. So I'm kind of guiding him in if I can. This person's being a butthole. I got my hazards on. I do have this little emergency light thing that I'm probably gonna start taking with me. It's a little like emergency light that you can put on the back. I don't know. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's good. No. Yeah. It's fine. Right through here. Right through there. That's good. Yeah. I think so. It'll go in there. I was thinking the top one, but he's doing an overnight parking. I think he still should be able to find it through here. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was up. You go up. No. You can still do that. You can still go down. Okay, yeah. All right, see. Okay. Meaning I was thinking that you could only go through the parking garage through up here, but you can actually go through the parking garage down here too. So it's the same. It's about the same thing. You want to get it in the parking garage or they'll tow it. But as long as he gets it, he doesn't want to do 1 hour. So he wants to go to overnight parking. If he knows, he should probably know this though, being at the airport. It'll say 1 hour. Oh, no. These are all legit ones. Okay, I see. Some of them are 1 hour and some are not. Phew, man. Wants to get one pretty quick though. He don't want to go too far on that. Those speed chases in LA where they go like miles and miles this way. Some of the chases, though, are about this slow, if you ever watch them on TV, though. He should be okay as long as he gets a professional, like AAA or something to take those lug nuts off. He's going to need, yeah, he's got one right here. That should be fine. Yep, that's good, because that's overnight. That's Allah, and he's gonna have to call AAA because those lug nuts are stuck on his tire, or they're stuck on the tire rim, or the. It could happen. I don't know. It sounded like they were bent, or it might have been the tire iron. I don't know. We couldn't figure it out. We get all 3 of them off, but there's 5 of them. So he parked in the parking garage, and is gonna call AAA or something of that nature. And see if he can find a tire iron that might work, or maybe he might be able to get one of those pneumatic tools to get it off. Because once the lug nuts stick on there like that, it's very, very difficult to get them off. But the thing is it wasn't like we could try to get them off. The tire iron wouldn't even fit on 2 of them. So what it might be is a security thing. Because a while back when I bought, I think it was I don't remember the Kia. I don't remember the year of the Kia, but they had one lug nut that you could not take off unless you had a security lug nut. This was 2 of them. So I usually know they do 1 of them that way. So you have to get a certain tool to remove that lug nut. It's a security device. It keeps people from getting your tires. So a lot of cars will have them. It happened to my second wife, and the kids were with her, and they had to come by and get the car, and then they had to tow the car to the tire shop. And the tire shop couldn't even remove it. So they had to call the dealership, and they had to bring someone out that had one of those security lug nut things. And it was like an ordeal. It was like an all-day ordeal. I was working at the bank at the time. So the kids had to ride up front and everything. It was just a big ordeal because of one of her tires going out when she had the kids. They had to ride up front with the tow truck driver or whatever. I don't know how they did it, but anyway, they got to the tire shop. I couldn't just, leave the bank or anything like that because we have to count everything down and everything, so I had to stay there. But she didn't tell me till afterwards, but she was able to get everything replaced because they do that with the Kia has this number right here on all the vehicles. They have them right here. They put it on all the vehicles. It's like a AAA, and you can call it even if it's past warranty. They do services where they will start the car and things like that. I got to turn off so I can get the GPS.